I was in an apartment that looked sort of similar to mine in real life. I was in the kitchen. There was a light shining through the windows and birds chirping. I was wearing a long-sleeved maroon sweater. I had yellow gloves on and I was washing the dishes. My brother was in the living room reading a book. This went on for a bit. I kept cleaning the dishes and my brother kept reading his book. Everything seemed completely normal until I felt a strange change in the energy of the room. Something felt heavier. I ignored it at first, but then I heard rapid footsteps coming down the stairs and heard, "Zan!" I looked up and saw my brother standing at the entrance of the kitchen, eyes wide open, breathing heavily. "What?" I answered. He came close to me and said, "There's something upstairs." That's when I felt the heavy energy even more. It suddenly seemed like part of the apartment was darker than from where we were standing. And the upstairs all of a sudden was dark too, like a dark misty shadow just floating in the upper part of the stairs into the small hall and my room. I felt frozen. I've felt these scary feelings before. I knew how to do something. I couldn't just stand there wishing these scary feelings would go away as I usually do. I told my brother, "Stay here. I'm gonna go check it out. Don't make any noise." I crept around the corner to the staircase. I moved slowly, not to make too much noise. I stepped on the first step. I took a deep breath and stepped onto the second step. Then the third. Then the fourth. By this time, I had a full view of the top of the stairs. I looked up from where I was standing, and what I saw made my stomach drop. Standing at the top of the stairs was a giant Minnie Mouse. I'm afraid of mascots, so this was truly a nightmare. She was standing still. She had a giant evil smile on her face. Her eyes were wide. Her teeth were very sharp. She had blood on her face and her dress. What was even creepier was the heavy, black shadow that surrounded her. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I froze once again. She didn't move. She just stood there, staring right at me. I didn't want to look away, fearing that if I did, she'd run right towards me. So without looking, I just jumped down from all 4 steps and quickly ran to the kitchen. I shouted, "Michael!" "What? What?" he said. "I saw it. There's something up there." I reached into my drawer and got a gun, but it wasn't just any gun. It was a 1917 Luger pistol. Except in my dream, the barrel was a little thicker and I wasn't using regular bullets. I opened my freezer and I reached for ice bullets. I loaded the gun and ran upstairs. Minnie had disappeared, and so had most of the creepy shadow. I walked into my room. There was nothing. I heard a weird noise in my bathroom. The light was on and the door was a bit cracked open. I saw the ears. I didn't take a second. I just shot. I heard a weird groan and I ran out of my room. Then I heard weird screaming down the hall. It was coming from the room directly across from mine. I ran towards it, but then I heard behind me my bathroom door open and quick movement. I panicked and ran for the stairs. I turned around just to see Minnie's head pop out the door from the room across mine. That room was completely dark. The strange shadow had completely swallowed it. I aimed for her head and shot. I missed and she closed the door. I wasn't going to try again. I wasn't sure how many of these Minnie Mouse characters there were in this apartment. I wasn't going to wait to find out. I quickly ran down the stairs and shouted for my brother, "Michael, come on!" My brother had gone to find our cat. He had her on a purple leash. He put his backpack on and he ran towards the door. I ran right behind him. I shut the door and we ran towards my car. We got in quickly. I put the key in the ignition, but it wouldn't turn on. I kept trying to turn it on, but it wouldn't budge. Then finally it did. I looked up and there she was, standing at the window in my kitchen. She just stared at the two of us, frozen, smiling. I put the car in reverse and sped away, not looking back. Then, I woke up.